when it comes to predicting the price of ammo for the following year. Here we are in December of 2024, and when you look at what you can foresee happening to ammo prices in 2025, there's a few variables. One of them being, well, what's the increase that the manufacturers are actually saying they're going to do? And that's very significant because there's been a few announcements lately as far as what is going to happen to the cost of ammo. Now, before we say exactly what they said, the other important variables to note first is demand is very low right now on ammo. It's very low. It's the lowest it's been since 2020. It's very, very low. Supply is very, very high for several reasons. One, demand is low. But in addition to that, there's a high supply because manufacturers trying to dig out of the ammo shortage as well as reap the benefits of the high demand of the time worked around the clock. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, building new facilities, pumping out more ammo than ever before, and they kind of just stayed in that pattern, and to some degree are even to this very moment still in that pattern. And even if you look at the big government small arms producer, Lake City Ammo plant, they're also in that mode. They're expanding, they're growing, they're pumping out 24/7 ammo. For, war reasons, for contract reasons, and for civilian reasons. So there's this massive, massive supply of small arms ammo. And in addition to that, demand is low. So generally, you can make a prediction and say, well, it seems like ammo prices should come down. But that's not what's going to happen, because the ammo companies are making so much money that they apparently need more money. So Winchester just announced that starting January 1st of 2025, that they were going to raise all their ammo prices 5 to 10%, depending on the caliber and the quality. Typically, what you're going to see is your hunting rounds and your self-defense rounds going up 10%, your more of your practice ammo going up more in the 5 to 7% range. Now, you might say to yourself, well, that's just Winchester. Well, it's not just Winchester, because Winchester is the Olon Corporation, as well as Vista Outdoors is now being sold to the Czech Group. And Vista Outdoors is definitely going to be raising their prices. Why? Because of tariffs. That's why. Because of, you can guarantee anybody importing ammo, that price is going to go up if tariffs really become a thing. And we could only assume they are, because again, I started with, we could just base it on what people say. And what has been said is that American tariffs are going to go up on imported things, as well as Winchester just straight up saying it's going up 5 to 10%, or the Olon Corporation. And again, you might say, well, that's just Olon Corporation. It's not. It's Vista Outdoors as well. But if you just look at the Olon Corporation, well, guess who runs and takes care of all the current contracts at Lake City Ammo plant? It's Winchester. They also control all that government ammo as well. So a vast majority of the ammo that's going to be in your local stores in 2025 is coming from the Olon Corporation, or it's coming from Vista Outdoors. And everybody's saying prices, they're just going to go up. Even though demand is low and even though supply is high, we're still going to pay more for ammo in 2025, specifically 5 to 10%. And my guess is it's probably going to go up even higher. That's just January 1st. Depending on what happens, just the state of the world and everything else that's happening, we could see it even go higher than that. But right now, I would argue is one of the best times to buy ammo. I said that before the election. I said, the best time to buy ammo is going to be right after the election. And I believe you have kind of this 5-week window, where you can, well, now you only got a couple weeks left, but from the election, you had about a 5-week window where you're going to get, because everybody's dropping their prices. There was no rush on ammo like they thought. All that ammo is already produced. But starting in 2025, it's going to go up. Now, again, this is just based off of what people have said, based off of what you can guarantee is going to happen on any sort of imported ammo based on tariffs, as well as what Winchester said they're going to do, which is also what Lake City Ammo Plant is additionally going to do to their civilian contracts. So there you go, 5 to 10%. Man, even though supply is high and demand is low, I guess this economics doesn't apply to ammo in this case. We'll see, but I can almost, you might as well just assume people are going to do what they say and just plan on 5 to 10%. Starting January 1st of 2025, and maybe even going up from there. So there you go. I definitely stock up now. There's an abundance. It's affordable. Obviously, there's always going to be sales. There's, of course, there's other brands and things like that, and people are going to be competing. And so I don't want to say this is a guarantee. I just think you can predict at first this is what you're going to get. What happens from there? My guess is it's going to plateau. It's going to kind of stay there and only go up if there's some sort of rush on ammo in 2025, which would mean some sort of weird world thing, which, hey, it clearly happens. So there you go, man. Again, ammo prices in January 1st, 2025 going up 5 to 10%. Not all the way across the board, but I think that's the pattern you're going to see. Any thoughts or insight on any of that, especially if you have some insight, definitely put that below. Do want to take a moment and say most people watch the channel, hey, they're not subscribers. Click that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is also below. But most important part of this channel, hey, we take prayer requests. Don't ever, ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.